Capricorns, welcome to 108 Gates. We're doing your reading for whenever you come to it. Hope you are well. Capricorn seems to be skipping about something. At the same time, there's something attached to you. There's something like a hook at the back of you. So it feels like you're wanting to just move forward, wanting to just take the next step, and then there's this is like a hesitation, or there's something going on in the back of your mind, like there's a thought, there's a doubt, there's a insecurity, there's something that's just not exactly how you need it to be to make this step forward. So as you're taking this plan to make this step forward, you're feeling this hesitation, and this hesitation is like it's inflaming, and it's growing and intensifying. So you're having to get a grip on how realistic is this insecurity. It started off like a tiny dot, and then it's just grown and grown and grown and become linked to other things. So if you're talking to someone about it, it feels as though you're getting the wrong advice, you're getting the wrong perspective, you're getting a skewed perspective, you're getting their perspective of something. So you do have the sun here, and the sun is there and showing that the potential is there for you to actually work this out and do it the way you want to do it. You've got the potential of working this out and having the outcome that you want. So you said that, I don't know if you heard it, but the card just flicked in my hand. So there's something that's not correct here. Justice is upside down. There may be something that you need to clear up. There may be something that you need to address. There may be something that you need to acknowledge. But there's, like I said, that hook in the back, that hook attached to your back. It's feeling like you're trying to ignore it. So is it that you need to take accountability of something, or that you need to have a certain conversation to clear the air? I feel, as I say that there's somebody, this is quite a specific thing, so take it or leave it. If it's not resonating, let it go. High Priestess is coming in. It feels as though there's somebody who doesn't want you to leave their space. So for example, if you take an opportunity that you're wanting to take, it could be that you have to move house, or you have to move country, or you have to leave a particular group, or leave a particular employment space. Employee, well, it may be that you have your own space and you have to like let go and employ. There's something that's, with this moving on, that someone's getting anxious or worried that you're going to leave them behind, or you're going to have to take another route from them. And the thing is that they may be using untoward approaches. This feels really weird. So it feels like there's a bit of guilt, there's a bit of manipulation, a bit of not seeing your perspective of how things are. So the High Priestess is asking you, expecting you to, wanting you to rise above it and see the perspective from the higher perspective. So if you need to do something and you need to go somewhere, you need to take the next steps for something, not being sucked into this injustice, not being sucked into this guilt, emotional guilt, or kind of making you feel like you shouldn't be doing this, you can't do it this way, you need to stay for me, I need you, that kind of vibe. Excuse me, my throat literally feels like it's not wanting, it's not like it's stopped from communicating. So you've got the Two of Wands here, deciding which way you're going to go. I'm going to move this over here a bit. So this injustice feels as though, interesting because this happened in the Libra reading too. So you've got choice here, and you've got to choose the correct choice for you. Are you doing this to someone else? Either way, like just keeping it open. Like, are you making someone else feel a bit bad or wrong for choosing the choices they're choosing? Sometimes we just have to do what we've got to do, but it's about respecting that we have a choice to do what we've got to do. Also, others have a choice to do what they need to do, whenever that falls for you. So the Two of Wands is coming in. Excuse me, throat really struggling. This Two of Wands is coming in as that you either have to speak up and claim the justice, or you have to be careful what you're saying. So if someone else is speaking unkind to you, or they're saying certain things to make you feel bad about your choice, then you're the one that needs to speak up and protect yourself. You need to be able to make sure that you're being heard. And if they're not listening, then understanding and accepting that for you to do what you need to do. They're not going to listen to you. They're not going to understand what you're doing, why you're doing it. They're just not at that space and not ready to hear your side of it. Therefore, you have to proceed. Again, take this with a grain of salt. If it's resonating, then just, I'm not saying you have to do anything. I'm just saying this is what the energy is saying. So you have to proceed and like take that promotion without their blessing. It may be that you're asking for someone's blessing, you're asking for someone's permission to do something. How much of this is you take the promotion because you know you've worked hard for it? How much of it is you do the you've done all the work, you've got this opportunity now coming in front of you, and someone else doesn't want you to take it, because then that means you'll be away from them. You won't be including them in possibly the same way that they wanted you to be including them in your life. And so they're kind of like putting all the doubt in your mind. So that makes sense now. We've gone full circle back to that doubt. That doubt is being seeded. That doubt is being planted there to stop you from taking the next steps. We do have Pluto still dancing around between Capricorn and Aquarius. So it's a matter of, it doesn't feel like a very Capricorn authentic energy. What I mean by that is this kind of, I'd go as far as saying manipulation, directing of your energy from somewhere else. It's like the puppetry. It's like there's certain things that are being just repeated constantly to make this doubt even come into your mind at all. So as this doubt is coming in, it's really done a number on you, and you're quite surprised at how much it's knocked you off your path, how much it's knocked your confidence, it's knocked your decision making, because you are so decisive. It feels like you're really decisive, you're really on point of, this is what I'm going to do, this is how I'm going to do it, and I'm going to go ahead and do it. And because I've worked so hard, because I've waited for this opportunity for so long. So for this to be coming in now and just being really, I'd say unsympathetic, inconsiderate, and a bit selfish on some level, for that to come in and say like, no, you've got to take this step forward. You got to remember that you're the one who's making the choice. You're the one that's deciding which way you're going. So having said that, this is coming like that. So that's the Fox and Ivy, adaptability. They're not adapting to your choice. They're not adapting to your decision to leave or to do whatever you got to do. So it's their inability to adapt that's keeping you stuck. And it's as though you feel like you've got to put everything right. You've got to make everything line up and sync up perfectly before you decide to actually go. But the thing is, you've already decided. In your heart, you've decided. In your actions, you've decided. In your path, you've decided. But this little hook, like I said, it was like a hook, just keeps pulling you back. Like, why don't you do it next year? Why don't you do it later on when we can both go? Why don't you do it it's in a different place? If, for example, if you're going off to uni, or if you're doing something, why don't you do it at this uni? Why don't you do, there's all these different things of giving alternatives for some reason. You know in your heart of hearts that this particular opportunity, this particular kind of thing, it has to be done in a particular way for you. Like the High Priestess is here. It's like those trusting the process, trusting the divine process, trusting the details of the process, trusting the fact that it has to happen in a particular way, in a particular order, for your benefit, in your consideration, with you considering what your needs are, with you considering what you need to do to get over that boundary, to get over that hurdle, to get into the next stage of your evolution on some level for some of you. So this is quite an intense energy. The unusual part of this is that you're being held back so much, you're being held back so deeply. Like I said at the beginning, there's like a hook that's keeping you stuck. There's you're moving forward, but that hook's there and you can't quite see it. It's like an emotional hook or an energetic hook. You need to be able to rise above it and see where it is and let it go. I need to get another set of cards because that one's a bit stuck at the moment. Where would you want to go? What do you want to do? And then even if you ask yourself that question again, you know where you're going. You know what you want to be doing. So you've got to kind of leave this thing behind. Or if you're doing it to someone else, just not doing it to others. Just letting them have that free will to do what they've got to do and adapting. But I don't think most of it doesn't feel like it's you. It's having to understand that you're going to have to be a bit firmer. You're going to have to be a bit tougher in this situation to get the outcome that you want. So really going in there, finding your strength, finding your courage. Let's see what this card is. Come out that way. So Ace of Swords upside down. Very strange readings coming up at the moment. There's this like, there's cards coming upside down. It's like it's not allowing certain, it's keeping things stuck. So for example, this Seven of Swords here, there's two swords there. Don't leave those two swords behind, because that's where the doubt is allowing to be crept in. So if you're not willing to see the truth of someone, or you're not willing to see the truth of a situation, it's going to keep you stuck in not taking the next step. It's going to keep you stuck in not taking that decision to complete something. It's not going to let you, you're not going to allow yourself to move forward in the way you need to. You're not allowing yourself to make that decision, which is imperative to the next step. It's imperative to you taking that commitment to the next, whatever it is, promotion or course or relationship step, whatever it is, moving to a new space, to a new house, whatever it is. You need to be able to find the value in your own opinion. So this Knight of Pentacles is going to, it's going to have to do some assessment. What actually is of higher value to me? What is not of higher value to me? Why am I wondering about this, that and the other? It's like you're getting all your ducks in a row, and then all of a sudden you can feel this pull and this tug. The Knight of Pentacles feels as though it's already set for the journey. It's already going on the journey. So this injustice, a lot of you who are strong and strong-willed and dedicated to your next step, you are going to make the choice that is for you. You are going to accept that just because they're not able to adapt doesn't mean I have to wait for them to adapt. They're going to have to adapt regardless of if I'm here or not. And like I said, so here again we've got the strength. You're going to have the strength to see past this Seven of Swords. It may be that you don't want conflict with someone, you don't want to upset them, you don't want to bring a certain energy into a relationship or a conversation, but you're going to have to do it to be able to release yourself and to be able to take that step forward. That is ripening and ripening, this step is. So you're knowing and feeling and trusting that the more you leave it to just chance, the more difficult it's going to be. So with this strength, you are now getting ready to take the next steps. You're willing to take the next level of commitment to what I've got to do. You've got to face this conflict. You've got to understand you can't leave these two swords on the side, because this is where those are going to be used against you to reduce your clarity. It's going to be dissolving or depleting, or what's the word? There's a word. Dissolving, depleting, diluting your confidence, diluting your faith in yourself. You got the Nine of Coins over here. You don't want to be in that position. You want to be in that position. But the thing is, this whole thing, you don't want to lose this opportunity that's here because of having to deal with this stuff. So bringing in your confidence, bringing in awareness that you need to be in that. I'm going to put that, I won't go that way. It's reducing, like I said, diluting your prosperity. It's diluting your chances of actually winning. So this Knight of Pentacles really needs to be getting firm on its trail. It needs to be firm on its path. My throat is closing up, which is weird. There's nothing. It's literally feeling as though it's just been stopped, as if I'm not able to speak. I'm not allowed to say what I need to say. So Capricorn, with that, if you haven't already, please do subscribe, hit the bell. This is a tricky situation. Good luck with it if it is resonating. Confidence confidence in your mission, confidence in your path, confidence in what you're choosing, confidence in understanding that there's some things I've just got to do. All this doubt that's been planted in your mind, work with it, understand where is my heart in this, where is the divine process in this, what have I been doing to lead up to this process and work so hard to get to this point. So why am I allowing all of this noise and confusion to distract me from where I'm heading? Pull out your strength, take the correct action. Conflict, yes, we don't want conflict, but sometimes you just got to rise above it to be able to get to where you want to get to and have the correct outcome for you. So Capricorn, good luck for this. Until next time, peace and love.